Good morning. Today we're headed out to Legoland Florida for a hard hat tour of their new area of the park called Peppa Pig Theme Park. Very excited to see this. You guys know I love a hard hat tour. I've been watching a little bit of Peppa Pig, but I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm excited to learn more about Peppa Pig too. So let's head out there. All right, we've made it out to Legoland, Florida. So here we are, just outside of the Peppa Pig theme park, and just behind these construction walls is what we're gonna see today. This is so exciting. I love it. I've got a pink hard hat on, I got a pink vest on. I'm excited. Like, we're going in. I've got a little fact sheet here with the different rides and the different height requirements, so hopefully we'll be able to point some of those things out to you as we're walking through. I can't wait. This is opening in 2022, but I can't wait. I'm very excited. Like, you guys know that I love new attractions and new things to do here in Florida. This one's gonna be a big one. But I guess my biggest question is Miss Rabbit gonna lead us around? You never know. She does do a lot of stuff on the show. Here's an interesting little tidbit that I didn't realize in all of the preparing for this, is that Peppa Pig theme park is a separate gate from Legoland. So you can come and you can go to Legoland, or you can come and you can go to Peppa Pig theme park. They're not the same theme park. Like, you can't go into Legoland and get to Peppa Pig theme park. And the whole reason that was like, I wasn't sure of that is because there is a Legoland water park that is inside of Legoland Florida. So like, you buy a ticket to Legoland Florida and you go through, and then you have to buy a second ticket to get into the water park, but it is inside of the park. This one, on the other hand, is a separate gate. So like, you would park over here and either choose going to Legoland or choose to go to Peppa Pig theme park. Very similar to the way that the Disney parks work with the 4 separate theme parks there, or Universal with Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. I was just talking with some of the folks from Legoland, and one of the things that's exciting about Peppa Pig theme park, and we'll show you this once we get inside, is that a lot of the attractions have the ability for the kid and the parent to ride together. So like, in Legoland, there's a jousting ride that the kid has to ride by themselves. Like, so we have to wait until Jackson has enough like mobility to be able to support himself on this horse and like not try to get off of it in the middle of the ride. But then there's another ride in here that's like a bicycle riding ride that has the ability for both parent and kid to ride together, to just like make sure that the kid is comfortable and not scared or anything like that. It's fantastic. I'm so excited to be able to ride a ton of rides with Jackson in here. Like I said, this is opening in 2022, and so by then I believe he will be tall enough to ride. There's a little roller coaster in here. So that's the highest height limit in there is 36 inches. So he might be tall enough to ride that roller coaster when this park opens. Exciting times. All right, here we go. We are headed into Peppa Pig theme park. They said that this is a theme park designed for preschoolers, for the preschoolers' best day ever. I like this. We can already see some roller coaster construction for Daddy Pig's roller coaster. Here's a quick rendering of what Peppa Pig theme park's entrance will be. And then we can see the roller coaster over here. Here's a rendering of Daddy Pig's roller coaster. Oh, look at that. He was out for a drive in his red car, and then Mr. Bull was digging up the road, so he had to take a detour. This is Daddy Pig's roller coaster. Take a ride with Daddy Pig in his recognizable red car and go on an unexpected adventure when Mr. Bull's digging up the road sends you on a curvy exploration of Daddy Pig's new shortcut. So this is a nice little roller coaster for like a kid's first roller coaster. This is fantastic. This has a minimum height requirement of 36 inches. Guests less than 42 inches must be accompanied by a responsible rider 14 years of age or older. So this is the largest or tallest height requirement in the land. So like I said, this is a theme park built for preschoolers. Here's an interesting feature, is that for Daddy Pig's roller coaster, you actually have to queue through Peppa Pig's house. Over here, we will have Grandma's garden. And this has, as you can see in the concept art, it's got Grandma Pig's greenhouse and George's fort up over here. It's like a nice little play area. Not a lot going on over here yet. We can see some elements of the play, or I think maybe of the fort showing up. Also, is that Mr. Potato? They said once everything is all said and done, this is almost 5 acres of theme park. We're looking at what will be the guest services area, as well as the cinema and the powered tricycles out front. So this ought to be a nice little multi-purpose area over here. And they said that in the theater they're going to be showing episodes of the Peppa Pig series. Nice spot to cool off, and a fun spot for the kids to ride on some powered tricycles. I mean, I want to ride on a powered tricycle. It looks so fun. Not only is there George's Tricycle Trail, but there's also Peppa's Pedal Bike Tour. Little ones will pedal their way through a camping adventure in the woods, through the icy mountains, and see the sights, smells, and sounds of the great outdoors. Smaller cyclists can enjoy George's shorter pedal path adventure on tricycles built just for them. This is another one, there's no minimum height requirement. So not only is this the cinema and guest services, but it is also a retail location and a restaurant. And we don't know any more information about what the restaurant will be or what the themed foods will be, but we do know that there probably will be themed foods here. So on the concept art, we can kind of see that the tricycles are out front, and then the bicycles will be kind of over in this area over here. We can kind of see it a little bit in this concept art, but there is definitely going to be a lot of shade for the adults to sit and watch the kids play. So not only are there rides and food spots, but there are also play elements. There's kind of a lot of stuff for kids to do at this theme park. We did find out that Mr. Potato will have a show, like a live show, over in this area. He said it'll run throughout the day. Looks like we have a little water feature over here too. So over here we've got Mr. Bull's High Striker. Once the hammer hits the bell on Mr. Bull's High Striker, your family will bounce up to the sky. Hold on tight and be prepared for a little surprise, because after all, what goes up must come down. Like a little teeny tiny bounce ride. And Mr. Bull's High Striker has a minimum height requirement of 34 inches, so Jackson can already ride this one. From day one, like as soon as the park opens, if it opened today, he would be able to ride it. Does say guests less than 43 inches must be accompanied by a responsible rider 14 years of age or older. This over here is Peppa Pig's Balloon Ride. You won the Fun Fair raffle. Now ride to the sky with Peppa Pig and your family in Miss Rabbit's hot air balloon as your prize. Enjoy the view from the top. It's brilliant. And look at that. Peppa Pig's up at the top. So this is the Fun Fair area. It looks like we can see Mr. Bull's High Striker over here. And then it looks like they do have some sort of like carnival games going on in there. And there is Peppa Pig's Balloon Ride. So I also wanted to mention that Peppa Pig's Balloon Ride has no minimum height requirement, but guests less than 51 inches must be accompanied by a responsible rider ages 14 years or older. So this is something that Jackson couldn't ride by himself, but we could ride it with him. So it looks like this area near Daddy Pig's roller coaster, it's gonna be like a little play area. Got some tubes that go underneath the ground, got some carrots on top. So this is probably Mrs. Rabbit's playground. Right in this area, right in here, because you can see the roller coaster there, and then Granny Pig's garden is kind of over in that direction, just past Peppa Pig's house. So I'm assuming kind of like right here. Oh, okay, I got a little bit of a description of it here. This is Rebecca Rabbit's playground. Get active and find all of the ways to play around the rabbit burrows as you jump, crawl, and hop to explore Rebecca Rabbit's playground. So this is Muddy Puddle's splash pad area. Looks like we've got little spouts coming out of the ground. We got tip buckets. A lot of fun things. Right now, if it was wet over here, it really would be Muddy Puddles. But soon, it will be actually the Muddy Puddles splash pad area. This looks like something right up Jackson's alley for sure. Over here, we have found Grandad Dog's Pirate Boat Ride. I think this one will be super fun. Anchors away! Sail with Grandad Dog on this family boat ride to find his hidden treasure. I like that. It's kind of like these little boats will be circling around. Everything here just looks like a lot of fun. And this has a minimum rider height of 34 inches, but guests less than 43 inches or under 4 years old must be accompanied by a responsible rider 14 years or older. So that one's a little bit more complex, but we would have to ride with Jackson on this one. Not to be confused with the Muddy Puddle splash pad back there, an actual muddy puddle. They did just say that Peppa Pig theme park is intended for all ages of Peppa Pig fans. So even if you do not have a child who is a fan of the show, if you are a fan of the show, you can come to Peppa Pig theme park. The only ride that you can't ride without a child, or like the only ride that is for children only, is the bicycle ride and the tricycle ride. Every other ride in this area can be ridden by both adults and children alike. Peppa Pig is coming out. There she is. She has her own hard hat. Wow. I'm like starstruck. Look, she has little wellies on too. This next one is Grampy Rabbit's Dinosaur Adventure. Take a ride on a friendly dinosaur and discover prehistoric surprises around every corner of Grampy Rabbit's Dinosaur Park. And something really interesting about this is that parents can ride with the children. So like there are other rides like this, especially there is one in Legoland that I couldn't ride with Jackson, but this one, I can ride with him. And it looks like there's even like a little tiny seat up front for little tiny kids, and they can have the harness around them and hold on up here Or from the concept art, it looks like you guys can both ride. No, I think the parents ride in the back and then the kids ride up here. As we are heading out, just wanted to get a little bit closer look at the roller coaster. It's gonna be fun. Like, I know that it's a little roller coaster, but it's great for preschool aged kids. Wow. And I like that we're able to get this close to it on a hard hat tour. It's one of the things that I said, I love hard hat tours. You can see they do have the ride vehicles on the track. They haven't run it yet though, because you can see they haven't finished completely bolting it down. It's also really cool to see the construction process of it. Like, I thought they would have waited a long time before putting the cart on the track, or before putting the train on the track. But it looks like they put it on pretty much right after the track goes up. I wonder if that's specific to like a smaller coaster like this, or if that's how they do every roller coaster. Came over to get a closer look at some of the elements of Rebecca Rabbit's playground. It looks like it's gonna be a fun time. Like crawling through the tunnels, sliding down the slide, checking out the carrots. So I did find out that this is what the front entrance looks like. The archway, and it says Peppa Pig Theme Park, and that front entrance will be kind of like right here. So this is where you come into the park and you kind of like head straight to Daddy Pig's roller coaster. So yeah, we are pretty much standing right at the front entrance of Peppa Pig Theme Park. So I'm going to do a little bit of theorizing, and don't quote me on this, but the way that this is laid out kind of seems like there might be some sort of statue or something that's going to be right in the center of it. I don't have any information on what this is or if there will be a statue, but it seems like there will definitely be something here. It's piped for electric, and there's kind of like a center spot right there. Interesting. I wonder what it'll be. I'm very excited to see this place build up more and more, and then actually see what it looks like when it's completed. Oh, another thing that we should look at over here is these footers. These are pretty darn large bolts here, and you see they're in a circular pattern, so we know that this will be some form of tower. So I'm wondering if this will be the greenhouse, or this might actually be George's fort over here. So the only thing that we know is it's kind of in this direction is the greenhouse and the fort. And I'm assuming that I was kind of in the wrong spot over there for Rebecca Rabbit's playground, where they had the concept art, being that the parts for Rebecca Rabbit's playground are over here. And then we can see the area that will be Mr. Potato's like show area. And then we got Peppa Pig's house, and then the fun fair. Yeah. Gonna be a lot of stuff here. Like I said, this is just a construction site tour, so there's not a lot happening right now. Like, we don't see a lot other than the roller coaster and a few of the fun fair elements. But this place is gonna fill out nicely. There's gonna be a lot for kids to do here. So I wanted to talk a little bit about ticketing. We don't know the price of tickets just yet. The only thing that we do know is that annual passes are for sale right now for $74.99, and that annual pass will start on opening day. So if you buy an annual pass now, you're guaranteed a year from the opening day of Peppa Pig Theme Park. And we don't know the opening date yet. All we know is 2022. But I will say this, they are offering vacation packaging. So they have a booking special where if you book now, you can book 2 nights and you get a 3rd night for free. And it says that these vacation packages are good starting on April 1st of 2022. So I'm assuming that based on that information, this park will be open before April 1st of 2022. But like I said, we don't have any confirmation of the actual opening date. I'm just going off of when the vacation packages will be good, and that is starting April 1st. So, I don't know, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very excited to come out here and try it. And they did say that right now they only have an annual pass for Peppa Pig Theme Park, but they also have an annual pass for Legoland. They are thinking about doing, like in the future, they will do a sort of like a 2-park annual pass. Right now it's not available, but they said that they will have that in the future. It's gonna be a good time. I can't wait to bring Jackson out here. He's gonna have so much fun. I decided might as well stop by Legoland Florida, grab a bite for lunch, maybe get on a couple of rides. Doesn't look like it's a busy day at all. So as we're walking in, we can see they've started to put out banners for Brick or Treat, which is their Halloween event that runs on weekends in October, starting October 2nd. Coming up real soon. Mask requirements have been changing all over the place at all the different theme parks, but I wanted to point out face coverings are recommended for all guests while indoors. They're not required, but they are recommended. Legoland's 10th birthday is coming up on October 15th, and they are building the biggest Lego cake ever. That is definitely a lot of Lego. And you can see this is what it's going to look like. So this is a small version of it, kind of like a small model that they're going to scale up. Wow. So if we look over here at the full-size version, they're not even to the top of this like white piping on the side. They're not even done with that first level yet. Ooh, it's gonna be real big. I can't wait to see this when it's done. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I kinda want a pizza because I do like the pepperoni. So like we said, Peppa Pig theme park will be specifically made for preschoolers, but right now Duplo Valley is the only section of the park that is made for preschoolers. And it's not as big as Peppa Pig theme park is going to be. Jackson loves this area, and he's not even in preschool yet. So while we are in Legoland, one thing we can do is we can kind of point out some of the rides that are going to be very similar to the rides that are going to be in Peppa Pig theme park. So, for example, right over here is a ride called Royal Joust, which is very similar to what will be Grampy Rabbit's Dinosaur Adventure. So you guys saw the dinosaur that we showed you as the ride vehicle, where the adult and the child could ride together. Over here at Royal Joust, you cannot ride together. But I'll show you this ride. It looks like it's down right now, so I'll show you the track of this ride. So this is Royal Joust, and like I said, this is what the Dinosaur Adventure will be like, or the dinosaur ride. On a single track like this, where you ride, in the case of the dinosaur ride, on a dinosaur, but here you ride on top of a horse. And this one, the kids have to ride by themselves, whereas over in Peppa Pig theme park, adults and children can ride together. I'm so darn excited for that because this ride looks like so much fun. Even though it's just like a simple single track horse style ride, I've always wanted to ride it, but I've never been able to. Oh no, you guys know that we have so much fun doing the carnival games at the theme parks. I just realized they've got carnival games here at Legoland too. Dang. You might have to try some. Hopefully, maybe not today, but eventually. All right, like I said, we might ride some rides. Let's ride the Dragon. It's only got a 5-minute wait time. What's the height requirement here? 40 inches. Okay. I will say this roller coaster is specifically designed for smaller kids. I have a hard time fitting on it. But it is a super fun roller coaster that has a little dark ride section at the beginning of it. So, heading in right now to ride it. It's a nice day for a little roller coaster. So this one will be a little bit more advanced than the Daddy Pig roller coaster that's opening up in Peppa Pig theme park. Still, a nice beginner roller coaster. We did it. Dragon roller coaster. I'm sitting in the very back, right in the tail. It may look like anybody can fit in it, but those darn shin guards make it so hard. Oh no, am I gonna get sprayed with water? He's fighting this guy on the ceiling. Ooh, magic. Oh no, it's skeletons. That's not good. A burn mark on the wall. Oh no, a dragon! Ah, it got me right in the face. Alright, now we're headed out to the main part of the roller coaster. Ooh, we're moving now. We're doing it. Roller coastering it up. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, we're like good. This thing is surprisingly fast for a little tiny roller coaster like this. Oh! That darn roller coaster is so much fun. Even though it's like a little tiny roller coaster, still had a fantastic time riding it. I think there's another like Coastersaurus back here. I haven't been on a long time, a little wooden roller coaster back here. Try to get on that today too. Here's a ride called Beetle Bounce, which is very similar to Mr. Bull's High Striker. Looks like Mr. Bull's High Striker might have been just like 1 seat smaller. Rather than having 7 seats, I think it only had 6 seats. And you can see there are small seats and then 1 large one in the center. So I think you're only allowed to have like 1 adult per ride on this type of thing. I gotta go check the height requirements. See, this one is at least 36 inches to ride. However, the one over at Peppa Pig theme park is 34 inches. So here's an example of how this ride operates and what the motion is like on it. That one over there just dropped. There it goes. Kind of falls with a little bouncing motion. I'm sure that'll be very similar to Mr. Bull's High Striker. Oh, it goes back up. Ooh, we're headed into Coastersaurus. Looks like it's only a 5-minute wait too. Nice short wait. I wonder if this will give Velocicoaster a run for its money. Oh no, I just realized the dinosaurs like escaped from the back of this truck. That's not good. There's dinosaurs roaming free. Oh no, I feel like that's a trap. Oh, he didn't get out. He's just hanging out in there with a little bullhorn. He just wants you to know about Octane. Ooh, there's a dino bunker. That's where all the dinosaurs hang out. Yeah, you can see a little wooden track or a wooden roller coaster. Whoa! Whoa! Oh goodness. This is one heck of a roller coaster! Oh! Oh. Wooden roller coasters are so shaky. Oh, we just got off and I just noticed that there's a dinosaur hanging from the rafters over top of the load station. Here's what it looks like. Here they go. And going up the hill. It's not too big of a roller coaster, but it definitely shakes you around a lot. So last time we were here, we showed the Lego City Burger Kitchen, which just got a whole retheme towards firefighters, and they got a new menu, but we didn't get to show the actual food. So I'm excited to try this crispy crackling barbecue bacon cheeseburger. Sounds so good. Well, they also have a veggie burger option. All right, let's give it a try. This is a pretty good sized burger for $12. I will say I just tried one of these onion strings though, and they are a little bit older, sort of a little bit chewier. But it looks like it'll taste good. It's got bacon, barbecue sauce on it, onion strings, the burger patty, and cheese. And it came with French fries for $12. See how it is. Nice and warm. That's a good sign, right? That's pretty good. Because there's not a lot of people here today, it does kind of sort of seem like the stuff's a little bit older, like it's been sitting underneath the heat lamp for a little bit, but even so, it still has really good flavor to it. Like I would totally eat this again. The burger is pretty well done though. Kind of sort of give you a cross section there. Not too bad. Especially for just $12. Like, I understand this is a theme park and those are theme park prices still. Seems like it's cheaper than it would have cost at Disney for sure. Does that have pickles on it? I hope it does. Oh, it has pepperoncinis on it. So I like that the barbecue sauce is like a sweet and tangy barbecue sauce. Sweet, tangy, a little bit of spice in there. The bacon's real nice. It's like a nice crispy bacon. Yeah, I just wish that the onion strings were newer. And the burger's fine. Like it tastes like, you ever been to like a cookout? Like a barbecue, a neighborhood barbecue, and they kind of like get real thin patties and kind of like overdo them. That's what this is like. So it kind of reminds me of like a backyard barbecue. Looks like they're doing a little bit of work on the road out in front of the Lego City Fire Academy over here. I don't know what it looks like. They've like torn up the entire road, maybe putting in some new, maybe a new sculpture or something, maybe a new Lego sculpture. I don't know. This ride was always fun because you get inside a fire truck and you have to like go back and forth across here to try to like achieve tasks, put out fires, spray water on things. It was a good time. So this is the closest ride that I could find to Grandad Dog's Pirate Boat Ride, but you don't get to swing out like this on the Grandad Dog's Boat Ride. It's also a lot smaller than this. Oh! Last time we were here, it didn't seem like they had made any progress on the coverings that are going over top of the Miniland here, but now we can 100% see that they are well on their way to covering up Miniland over here. Got a lot of the support structure up. Wow, that's so cool. I wonder how far out it's gonna come. I think it's gonna be over top of the entire thing. Oh, we got a picture here. Oh yeah, lots and lots of covering. This is gonna be great. A nice spot to come and cool off. And it'll really help around the holidays because they always have scavenger hunts here during the holidays. And this will make it a lot cooler and a lot easier to do. Wow, a Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock in Legoland. Not a lot of people here right now. And you all know, anytime we stop by Legoland, gotta get some apple fries. Delicious, delicious apple fries. There they are, our beautiful apple fries. Some nice whipped cream on top. These are just sliced up apples, coated in cinnamon sugar. Probably deep fried, then coated in cinnamon sugar. So delicious. I know I've tried apple fries on camera before, but I wanted to try them again. So delicious. Look at that. Look at that appley, cinnamony goodness with some whipped cream on it. They're so good. I think they're green apples because they do have like a little bit of a tart flavor to them. And everything on here is kind of like, they're showing green apples. So, I'm assuming they're green apples. You could also get them with caramel sauce at an extra charge, and you can get them with ice cream, which sounds so good. Kind of wish I had done that. It's a very hot day today. Probably should have gotten some ice cream too. So like I said, that was just a quick trip into Legoland Florida after our Peppa Pig theme park hard hat tour. Had a lot of fun here in Legoland. Got to ride a few rides, got to get something to eat. Had a really good time checking out the construction site at Peppa Pig theme park. I cannot wait till that opens. I think Jackson will have a super fun time there. I think he'll love everything about it. And it's all kind of like, it's all geared towards his size. So perfect for him. As soon as it opens, we'll be out here checking it out. So all in all, a fantastic day. I'm gonna throw it back to myself at the construction site tour for the ending. So there you have it. That was our trip out to Peppa Pig theme park for a tour of the construction site. This site is opening in 2022. Very, very excited to bring Jackson out here and to see everything else that they have to offer. But we're gonna say thank you to Legoland for having us out. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.